Alrighty, fellas, we got the N-Gage data mines, so pretty exciting. Quite a lot of stuff to talk about in this one, so we're just gonna not waste any time. We're just gonna dive right in. Okay, so first and foremost, to celebrate the upcoming release of N-Gage, they've gone ahead and added all of these new tracks into the concert hall, and they're at a discounted price as well. They only cost 40 R&R points as opposed to, I believe they typically cost 120 to buy the tracks. So this is really good. I've actually gone ahead and peeped some of these tracks. We have some of the N-Gage music playing as we speak too. So if you haven't already listened to some of this music, then definitely go ahead and do so, because yo, this soundtrack is a banger. They really did a good job with the remixes. My favorite one so far is Trial of Radiance. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Tellius, so it wasn't much of a surprise that I would have liked that one. But also Awakening is a really good one too. So let me know what you guys think of the new soundtrack for Fire Emblem N-Gage, because it's giving me some really good vibes already, and hopefully when we get the rest of the tracks, they end up being really good too. Okay, so next up we have Hall of Forms. These are going to be the units for the Fates round. So we got Brave Camilla, we have the Bat Time Hinoka, we have Fallen Female Corrin, and then we got Fallen Male Corrin. Okay, so one unit does stand out here, that is Fallen Female Corrin. It hasn't been too long since she got her refine, so she's recently got a new weapon, and on top of that, her being a dragon type unit in Hall of Forms is very good, because there's all these really good dragon skills you can get, like level 4 Dragon's Ire, level 4 Dragon's Wrath, and so on and so forth. So she's in a pretty good spot. I don't think it's a bad idea to pick her up if you wanted to. Out of all of these formas, if you were going to pick someone, it would definitely be her. And maybe you could gamble a little and go for the male Corrin. We don't know what his refine is going to look like yet, but he's probably going to end up with a good refine when he gets his. Although there's no telling when that's going to be. Hinoka is just RIP. She doesn't even have a perf weapon, so no telling what's going to happen to her. And then Brave Camilla already got her refine, and it was solid. I don't have any issues with her refine. It's just that the meta has just blown up in terms of power creep. So unfortunately for her, she's not quite as dominating as she was when she got the refine. So those are my thoughts on this round of Hall of Forms. Okay, we also have the artwork, the full artwork for these two story characters that we're about to meet in the new story. So this guy here is named Njordur, or did I say that right? No, it's Njord. Okay, yeah, Njord, that's this guy's name. He is going to be in the next story as soon as the data mine goes live for the game, or the data download rather. And he looks pretty cool, basically like an old man version of Freyr, I guess you could say. Looking pretty nice with the horns as well. I believe the story is that these characters from this new book are actually in some way related to the same type of characters that Freya and Freyr were. One of them alluded to that. It was the other Bubble Girl, not this one. I think it was Satyr who said that. So this is, speaking of Satyr, this is Hater, who is Satyr's sister. And she's a hater, man. Hater's gonna hate, right? So here she is. Another Bubble Girl, presumably. I'm sure she's gonna have that same effect that Satyr has as well, where you can just end the enemy's turn at the start of... I guess for her it would probably be even numbered turns, because Satyr does it on odd numbered turns. So probably just to mix it up a little, they'll give her the same effect on the opposite numbered turns. So pretty cool. Just can't wait to see what these guys are going to look like when we finally get them. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the actual nitty-gritty here. We're going to take a look at the artwork and the stats and all that good stuff for the N-Gage characters. So here is Toothpaste Chan. Looking actually pretty cute here. I do like her artwork quite a bit. Very bubbly and very adorable. Here is the special attack artwork. And then finally we got the injured artwork. So let's go ahead and take a look at Alear's stats. We got 40 HP, 43 attack, 46 speed, 32 defense, and 26 res with a grand total BST of 187. And she does have double super boons on attack and speed. This unit is very much I don't know if I want to say she's a must summon, but she's really ridiculous. She can passively grant charge to herself and her support ally, whoever that may be. So just having charge is so strong. Even cavalry type units benefit from having charge because it lets them bypass trench tiles if they need to. So just a very powerful effect. Also, she's got like damage reduction up the ass. She's got it on the weapon. She has Close Call 4, which is a really good new fodder skill for these infantry types. She's got Speed Smoke 4 as well to get dodge the status effect. And then you could take it a step further as well and just give her Vital Astra if you wanted to. So all of a sudden, we could open the floodgates to quadruple instances of DR. Pretty crazy, but just for in-combat purposes as well, I think this unit is going to be pretty good. So definitely keep an eye out for Callgate. All right, we have up next this guy. His name is Alfred, and a lot of people are like pulling their hair out after they saw his ace skill. The amount of stats that they gave this guy on his ace skill is just stupid. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but it's also kind of like a ruse almost, where it looks crazy on paper. He's getting like plus 20 defense on his ace skill, but he's not really getting too many in-combat effects. Like, his weapon does give him guaranteed follow-up and follow-up negation for the enemy, but he doesn't really gain too many other effects. Like, he doesn't gain like damage reduction or piercing effects or like true damage or anything like that. So he's really just a stat ball, and that's all he's going to be relying on to carry him through his fights. Not really too sure if that's going to be worth it or not. He does also have the new Arcane Lance, which is, it's okay, I guess, for some of the older Lance units. If you've been investing heavily in some of those Day 1 Lances or like other Lance units that don't have a perf or already got their refines and they're just dead in the water, then I guess you could go ahead and pick up this guy's Lance to pass on to them. So his stat line, we got 40 HP, 45 attack, 25 speed, 43 defense, and 27 res for a 180 BST overall. And then he's got 1 super boon on plus attack. I would say, I mean, 43 defense coupled with him getting plus 25, basically, if you count his weapon and also count his ace skill. You could also refine his weapon, too, to get plus defense. So that would be freaking plus 29 defense to this. And then, yo, hold up. Okay, so he's got 43. You could get plus 29, 20 from his ace skill, and then 9 from his weapon. That's 72, dude. That's before Boons and Banes. That's before merges. That's before Dragon Flowers. That is just cracked as hell. And that's also not counting his Sacred Seal or his C skill or his B skill. Yeah, okay. All right. All of a sudden, we've entered into new territory here where if they want to simplify the game and still make these new units busted without giving them, like, paragraphs on paragraphs of weapon descriptions, this is probably how you do it. Just give them a shitload of stats so they can still compete without needing to, like, fill up wall of text to actually, like, confuse new players. So this is good, actually. I would say if they're going to do more stuff like this, I would welcome that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Celine up next. Now, I believe they made an announcement as well talking about Celine where her weapon is actually glitched at the moment. It doesn't work properly. So in the description, I think it said that Celine heals herself and allies within 3 spaces after they enter combat or something like that. But it's not supposed to work the way that they writ it in the actual text description. So I believe they're going to try to fix that before too long. I'm not sure exactly when. Probably by the next time we get an update to the game. So just be aware of that. Her weapon is not functioning the way it's supposed to. All right, so we have 37 HP. We got 41 attack, 44 speed, 17 defense, and then 38 res, giving her a 177 BST overall. And she does have 1 super boon on plus attack. So Celine is not too terrible. She has that pretty crazy healing support that she can do, which I think is nice. And also, she does come with Kanto control also. So if you haven't summoned Medeus, or if you have Medeus and you don't want to fodder him off, then here you guys go. Here is a better way to pick up a copy of Kanto Control for all you Summoner Duel fanatics out there, or just even for ARD. Like, you pretty much need to have Kanto Control on Aether Raid's defense if you're going to try to stop people from doing hit and run tactics. So, very good fodder available on her. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Chloe up next. A lot of people are very happy about Chloe, and for good reason, as you can see just by looking at the artwork. So I'm of the impression that she's probably just going to be our Cordelia of this game. So pretty cool. Chloe does have very good artwork, and her stat line is going to be 36 HP. We got 38 attack, we got 40 speed, 28 defense, and 42 res for a grand total of 184 BST. And she has one super boon, which is in plus res. That's pretty much where you want it on her, because she has the same true damage and true damage reduction effect that Asker has, except instead of doing it based on defense, she does it based on res. So you just want to pump her res up as high as possible, and then she's going to be able to cheat and get a whole bunch of true damage and damage reduction based on her res stat. So Chloe looks pretty solid. Other than that, she also comes with the new Pegasus Flight 4 skill, which also looks pretty solid. So not too bad there. Okay, then we have our two demote characters, and surprisingly, they actually kind of held it down with this Grand Hero battle. This is Lumere. We're going to talk about her next, but we're going to start things off with this character here. I believe her name is Etty, or E.T. I don't know how to say that. E.T. would be kind of funky, like E.T. phone home. Also, somebody pointed out that her bowstring here clips behind her head for some reason. Like, the perspective is really off on this particular artwork. Like, if she fires her bow, how is the string supposed to like go back to the draw? Like, is it gonna just clip right through her neck? Really weird. But there's her artwork. And then here we have the injured artwork. So this character, Etty, E.T., whatever you want to call her, she's going to be available as a non-focus 4-star and 3-star demote. So we've seen that plenty of times already. Actually, I wonder if we're going to get a copy of her from mission rewards, like they usually tend to do with characters like this. Probably, or probably not. I don't know. We'll just have to wait until the game goes live to find out, or wait until the banner goes live to find out, rather. All right, so E.T.'s stats are 40 HP. We got 45 attack, 40 speed, 30 defense, and 28 res, and she's got a 183 BST overall, and she has one super boon, which is going to be in plus speed. I actually would have preferred if she had that in plus attack. That would have been raw as hell, man. A demote character that has potentially 49 base attack, and then of course she's got bows, which have so many good brave option weapons, like the one that the Summer Elincia had. That would be a really good brave bow to give this unit with all its attack. So not too shabby, actually, honestly, for a demote bow unit. She doesn't have a perf weapon. She has an inheritable bow, which we are going to take a look at right after we take a look at this character. So this is Lumere, if I'm saying that right. Lumere, whatever. Here's her artwork. Looking pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Azura's mom a little bit. Or like more so like just Azura combined with Rhea, maybe. I guess that would be the vibes I'm getting from her. Here's her special attack artwork. And then finally we got the injured artwork right there. So this character is actually pretty solid for a GHB. She's really good. She's like... Actually, I think she might be the best sword Grand Hero battle unit right now. I would say she's probably better than Harid, or... Harid? Is it Harid? Not Harid. Who is Hilda's brother? What's the name of that guy? I can never remember that guy's name. But basically, Hilda's big brother, that guy, I built him and everything too, and I can't remember his name. I feel like such a scrub right now, but yeah, I think this character might actually be better than him. So her stat line is 43 HP. We got 43 attack, 43 speed, 33 defense, and 25 res, and a 187 BST overall. We got two super boons on plus attack and plus speed. Look at this. Triple 43s right there. And then we go into a 33. And a 25 for res, not really a big deal. You guys are going to see in just a sec. But the fact that they gave her double super boons on attack and speed, and she's already got such solid stats for them, couple that in with her weapon, which we're about to see, it's going to get pretty nuts with her. Okay, so first up, Etsy's weapon, Protection Bow Plus, 12 might and 2 range, and effective against flying, of course. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and defense up 5 to unit, and inflicts guard on the foe per attack during combat. So it's basically a throwaway. You want White Cap Bow or the Ninja Bow that we got from the Ninja Lake Jarn and Theorm Duo banner. That's definitely the better Brave Bow to give. Well, actually, that one's more of an enemy phase Brave Bow. I guess White Cap would be better. Or like Ninja Yumi or something, but I do think White Cap Bow is better. Alright, then we got Draconic Aura there at 4-star. Attack and defense ideal 3 at 5-star. Okay, that's good. So, ideal 3, very good for fodder if you're trying to get the level 4 version. And then we got attack and defense gap 3 at 4-star. Okay, so not too shabby fodder on her. Okay, here we go. This is the weapon for Lumere. So, Monarch Blade, we got 16 might and 1 range. Grants speed up 3. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants all stats up 5, and inflicts guard on the foe per attack during combat. Unit deals damage equal to 15% a unit's speed. And also, if unit speed is better than the foe's speed, reduce damage from attacks during combat. And from AoE specials by a percent equal to the difference between stats times 4, with a max of 40%. So, did you guys catch all of that? She's already doing basically the same thing that Hilda's big brother does. Speed up 3, all stats of 5, inflicts guard. That's already everything he does. He does one more thing, which is get bonus doubler. But, dude, I'm taking 15% true damage based on speed and dodge over bonus doubler any day of the week. So, I do actually think this is the new best infantry free-to-play sword unit. For some reason, they just love giving out good sword Grand Hero battles. Like, we had Yen Fei back in the day. Then we had Hilda's brother, and now we got her. So, I don't know. I guess as long as they oversaturate the pool, they don't mind giving us good units of that type. Same thing with, like, infantry axes. Okay, so Dragon Fang here at 4-star. We got Swift Stance 2 at 3-star. And then we got Null Follow-Up at 5-star. Okay, that's different. Yeah, you don't usually see stuff like this on Grand Hero battle units. It's a little late, though. I mean, we already got Null Follow-Up as a Sacred Seal, and literally we just got the new Lindy, the Desert Lindy, that can just grant Null Follow-Up to all allies in 2 spaces at the start of the turn. So, with all these new ways to get Null Follow-Up without having to run it in the B skill, I think it kind of devalued Null Follow-Up as a B skill. So, funny they would finally give us this now on a Grand Hero battle when they've already gone ahead and turned the stocks all the way down. So, yeah, that's just the way Insys operates. But still, it's cool to see on a Grand Hero battle. Okay, these are the restrictions for the new Flow Entrace skill that this guy's got. Seems pretty solid. You get Kanto and you get half a Null Follow-Up, so definitely a pretty good option for your melee cav type units and melee flyers, since they can't normally get Null Follow-Up the regular way. Well, I mean, I guess you could just have Lindy on the team and she'll give it to them at the start of the turn. But if you don't have Lindy, then this would be the way to do it. And of course, it's locked only to flying and cavalry melee types. As we all know, they're the only ones that can get Kanto. So there you guys go with that. Alright, so Pegasus Flight 4, of course, it's only locked to flying types, and it's melee only as well. Would have been cool, I guess, if the ranged ones could get this. But I think the Pegasus Flight 3 was already locked only to melee anyway, so the odds of that happening were basically none. Alright, and then finally we got Close Call 4, same restrictions as Close Call 3 basically, only infantry and only melee types. So there we go for the data mines for Fire Emblem Engage. Let's see if there's anything that we missed here. I'm pretty sure we covered most of it. Yeah, everyone's just very happy about Lumera. We got some launch quests. We'll take a look at that. All right, some VAs. Oh, new customization support pack. Let's take a look at that for sure. Okay, so 1 per person. You get 2. Oh, these are pretty cool. So you get these, like, Japanese shrine-looking maps there. Those are for the backgrounds for your characters. So the first one would be just like a regular background, and the other one is for S-rank summoner support. It's going to be $9 basically, $9 US, and you get 22 orbs and the 2 backgrounds. Okay. And here they are, looking pretty good. Yeah, this one's the regular one, and then this one is the S-rank support. So if you wanted a more Japanese-style background to give to your characters, then by all means. Okay, and finally we have the missions. Okay, so I was right. Eti, whatever you want to call her, is going to be a reward unit from the missions, so that makes sense. We're getting some tickets as well. Oh, that's nice. Tickets for the Engage banner, I would hope. Yeah, just let us do as many summons as we can on that Engage banner. Just make it so I don't have to go ahead and spend my hard-earned orbs. And we're also getting a whole bunch of celebration maps. This is very good, too. So we're getting 10 celebration maps, and you can play them on 2 difficulties. So basically 20 orbs on the house for everybody. That's very good. Oh, actually, no. We don't get orbs. We get the R&R points for the concert hall. So they're giving us a way to just go ahead and buy all the music. Yeah, the music is really good, like I said. So that's going to wrap us up for the data mines for the Engage banner. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. This is... Truer words have never been spoken, my friend. I just, like, caught a glimpse of this, and I was like, yeah, basically this. Except you could also put Hilda's brother there, too. So, yeah, guys, that's it. This is your boy Tacho signing out. Let me know if you guys are hyped for Engage yet. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.